everybody, welcome back to another video, the T on NPD and relationships. Hello everyone, to all of my new subscribers and new family members, hello, hi, welcome. And to my tribe and family at large, listen y'all, welcome back. Thank you all so much for coming back and watching another video, fam. Y'all know what I'm about to tell y'all now. Okay, I'm about to talk about that Thursday night live stream. Listen, y'all, it was off the hook on last night. Y'all, listen, we had great conversation, revelation. Come on, fam, listen. The Lord met us there, okay? If you haven't had a chance to look at that live stream, I would admonish you to do so. I really do believe that it will bless your soul. You know, on Thursday nights, I tell y'all all the time, this is where we get to the meat of the matter, okay? The crux of the conversation. It is very important to have those deep conversations with the soul, okay? To be able to release that energy. You understand what I'm saying? And to really do that deep dive into your healing. The information is great. It is. When we get this information that we get piped through on this channel all the time. But it is important that we have a balanced diet. That we make sure we include the scriptures. We include God in this whole healing and wholeness process. It is absolutely imperative that we do. And so, family, I just want you all to, if you're on the Facebook and the YouTube platforms, please turn your notification bells on, all right? So that you know when we go live on the channel. And not only that, when we drop a video on the channel, you'll get notification on that, all right? So listen, Thursday nights, we typically start around 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'd love to see your face in the place, all right? And y'all know I'm getting ready to ask y'all what? Hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that like button. Look, if you rocks with your girl. Come on, y'all. Hit that like button, hit that like button. Can y'all hit that like button for your girl? All right, 1 time, 2 times, every time for your girl. Smash that like button. Make sure that thing black before you exit this video. How about that? Can you holler at your girl 1 time? All right. Make sure that make sure it's lit before you leave this video. All right. Listen, it helps to spread the information throughout the algorithm on YouTube. So please, y'all, make sure you turn those notification bells on, okay? Make sure you do that. All right. And also, too, and you hit that like button, all right? If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. If you are looking for coaching, I am taking new coaching clients, all right? So hit me on the email. It's pinned in the description below. Also, let me say this. Pinned in the description below is, listen, it's right there. It's pinned in the description below. It is the book, Seduced by Satan, y'all. Oh, man. It is pinned in the description below. Listen, y'all, I want y'all to pick up your copy of the book. Let me tell you something. It's going to bless you. I believe it will. It's a page turner, y'all. It's a jaw dropper, a showstopper. It's going to absolutely put you up on game when it comes to these cerebral narcissists, okay? And how they get down and what they're doing with the supply out there. Y'all, it was absolutely crazy. But I want you to pick up a copy for yourself and somebody else, all right? And thank you so much. And recommend it to your book clubs. All right, y'all, let's jump into the topic of this video. We're gonna get to it. We're gonna hop to it. Let's get into the topic, y'all. Let's get into it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about how the narcissist tries to recover, making the biggest mistake of discarding you. Y'all, this is really funny because I actually was talking with someone this past week. And you know what? That was crazy. I mean, how could you discard someone that is really trying to help you, that's trying to make sure you're good, even almost to the detriment of themselves. Y'all, I don't understand these birds. I mean, I really don't. I don't. When I tell you that their rationale and how they get down is just beyond me. I don't understand it. But anyway, it was just kind of like it. I mean, the whole scenery, as they were telling me, it was almost like it should have been a movie script. It was just so crazy. I mean, all of the moving pieces and everything. But it just goes to show you that a narcissist is not, they're not concerned about how good you are to them. They don't care about how you try to love them, how you're trying to be kind to them. You want to see them be good. You want to make sure that they have whatever it is they need. They don't care about that, fam. And this particular situation was really crazy. But, when you think about it, a narcissist, they don't have, and I know what the problem is. The problem is the ability of foresight. That's the biggest problem with this. When a narcissist, what happens when a narcissist is trying to recover from making one of the biggest mistakes of discarding you, losing you, it's primarily because of that whole situation of the inability to have foresight, to foresee what's going to happen down the road when they don't have you in their lives. You're the primary supply, and how they're going to try to recover from that. That's crazy. But what they do, first of all, when you are the primary supply and the narcissist is thinking about discarding you, it's because they are already playing around with another supply. Okay? They're already over there dealing with another supply, possibly getting into another relationship behind your back, whatever you want to call it. Now, what happens in this situation when they discard you, it's not even that they discard you too early. It's just that the dum-dums made a big mistake. They thought they had somebody locked on. And they thought that person, because of whatever that person was telling them, because see, what you got to understand in this situation is that the narcissist is love bombing that new supply, whether the new supply is a narcissist or just a toxic codependent, or maybe they just have some toxicity in their lives too. They're doing everything that the narcissist is giving to them. They're primarily giving back to the narcissist. So it's just like a back and forth manipulation, and that's what the narcissist kind of ropes you into in the beginning, because especially if you have weak or poor boundaries and you don't understand what you're dealing with, then it could definitely take you in that space because you don't know what you're dealing with. So the narcissist gets over there with that new supply and they're making all of these promises to the new supply because you guys have been going through, you've been on the rocks, all of this kind of stuff. The narcissist has been disrespectful, you've been going through that devaluation stage and everything, but it's not your first time going through it, so you trying to hang in there like maybe this thing gonna get a little bit better, maybe they gonna wake up and finally see what's happening and get their whole act together. Now narcissists is not gonna do that. Now this time around they're gonna go on ahead. They're gonna handle the business. And this time around I hope you let it be permanent. Yeah, that part. Yeah. Because see what they're gonna do when this happens right here, when the narcissist makes that mistake. And, they're over there with the new supply. They promising the new supply this and that and the third and lying and future faking and everything else. The new supply is all, woo, I got my person. Oh, this is my person. We gonna be good, blah, 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 blah. They don't know that they're dealing with a whole fool. You know what I'm saying? They don't know that a lot of the reason why the narcissist is able to be, give them that energy and be over there up in their faces and all of that like that is because of you. They don't know that. The narcissists don't know either until you gone. Then they figure out. But see, I'm going to tell you, a narcissist does not always get it right. Okay? But the crazy part about this particular thing is how they try to recover, y'all. How they try to recover. You know what I'm saying? When they know, when it has gotten to that place, Okay? And the narcissist has discarded you. And they know they done, shouldn't have did that. Now they thinking about it, but now they already over there with the new supply. They thinking about it. They looking like, this one ain't moving the same way. Because although they won't change, they don't like it. You know, they don't. They want a new person to do the exact same thing that you used to do. How you did it, and so they want that perfect supply in a different body. Make it make sense, family. Make it make sense. So what's going on right now at this juncture? What's going on is this. Now the narcissist is over there with the new supply. It's been probably maybe about 3 months. And they realized before then that it was a mistake. They've been trying to call you. Some of y'all blocked them. Some of y'all didn't. Okay? But now what has happened is they figured out, wait a minute, I just cut myself short. What I got right here it can't even compare to what I had. It can't even compare to what I had. So what does the narcissist do? They're going to do what they know to do. They're going to try to get back. But y'all, when you listen to how they try to recover from this mess, this is the sickening part. How they try to recover from making the biggest mistake of discarding you is sickening. Let me tell you what these clowns will do. First of all, they're going to come back. They're going to try to get back in touch with you. And they're going to try, this is the first line of defense with them. They're going to first try to make you think that everything that happened in that whole entire situation was your fault. Okay? They're going to make you think it's your fault. Oh, you did this and you did that. And you're just like, I did not do that. That is not true. I gave you an opportunity. They're going to go back and forth with you about that. When that doesn't work, they're going to go back to the new supply. Okay, that didn't work. They're going to have to figure out something else. Okay? Now, if you won't allow them to put the blame on you, and some of y'all going to testify in the comments about this, how this happened to you. But see, all the while, they coming back because they know they messed up. They lost something good. They lost it. You won't take the blame for what they done because it wasn't your fault. Okay. So that means that you don't put a boundary. That means that you ain't crazy. All right. So they know that the only other way that they're going to be able to get back is they're going to have to act like it was never anything. Let me show you what that manipulation looks like. You know, we just had a stupid argument. It was just a dumb argument. You know, it really was. Like, I don't even know what happened. I mean, we just need to forget about the whole thing. We just need to forget about the whole thing, just acting like it was nothing. This is the sickening part of it. We just need to forget about it and act like, you know, this never happened. It was a misunderstanding, a miscommunication between us. You know, but you've been gone for 2 months. Like, you got a whole nother I mean, I was talking to somebody else, but it wasn't serious. You know, it wasn't a serious thing. I'm going to tell you right now, it was not serious. I wasn't even trying to be with that person like that. Not for real, for real. I mean, like, we had a couple conversations, but I saw you on Facebook with this person. Oh no, we was all out together, and I just went out because they invited me, you know, because me and you wasn't cool at the time, and you know, so-and-so, and you just like, just listening. But y'all, they literally try to return like it was nothing. Like, when you won't take the blame for it, they can't shift the blame all on you. Then the next place they're going to go is to that place of manipulation, try to make you think that it was nothing, that, you know, that y'all had a misunderstanding. It was just a miscommunication. Baby, let me tell you something. Don't you fall for that. I'm going to tell you right now. Because that's what they're going to do. They're going to, oh, it was nothing. I love you. We good and we take care of each other. We blah, blah, blah. And I would never do and say, no, because you done took me through this cycle and this probably about the fourth or the fifth time we've been through this. Baby, let me tell you what you do. No, they meant to do everything that they did. They did. They meant that thing. Yeah, they did. They meant it. And not only that, that other person that you saw, that was for real too. I don't care if they was over there staying with the granny, the mama, the sister, whoever they said they were staying with. I don't care who they said. What you saw on social media was the truth. It was it. Okay? But let me tell you, what you gonna do in this type of situation, let them go head on and do what they do. Because I'm gonna tell you something. If you let them come back and just act like it's nothing, you will never, ever be. I'm going to tell you, this is your point to get your respect. By making them stay with that decision that they made to leave. They already know. They know it was a huge mistake. They know that. They already know that. But you got to make them live with that decision. Because at the end of the day, you never told them to leave. They left on their own. You understand what I'm saying? That's what they did. Don't let them manipulate you to the place where you just like, oh, okay, we can try this again. No, because that's what they do. When they know that they've made a mistake and you won't let them throw the blame on you, baby. The next thing that they going to is just act like nothing ever happened. That it was just a misunderstanding. It was just something that y'all were just going through. No, it was, whatever we went through, we gonna stay through it. It is permanent. Buddy, see you later. Bye. Get out of here. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's not going to get any better. They're going to come back and do that over and over. They know they made a mistake. They know it's over. They know what they did. Make them live with it. Don't let them come back and act like it's nothing. Because when they do that, that's like one of the worst forms of manipulation. And when we're talking about in terms of a Hoover, it's the worst. Because what it tells them is that you're so desperate that you're going to let them just sit up there and lie in your face and you're going to take them back. No, ma'am. No, sir. That's it. It's curtain call on this one, partner. All right. So family, y'all take really good care of yourselves. All right. And I want y'all to be good to yourselves. And I will see you all on the next video, fam. I love you all. And I will see you all healed and whole at the top. Shalom, family. Peace.